Alright guys, I am back and we're going to play with some of these new things we got. And I brought along some stamps and that sort of thing. So I thought we might just have some fun. Hopefully the lighting is alright for you guys. I feel like it's dark behind me and I think it's because I was used to those like big what's the word I'm looking for? Those big strip lights that I had in the other room. There was another kind in there. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna mess around with these a little bit and some of the onion paper. And yep, I'm just playing tonight, so we'll just record as many videos as that allows for. And then come around the New Year's is when I'll kind of try to start moving more stuff and getting more stuff organized. So that'll, hopefully those will be a little bit, a few more videos that we can play with stuff. I was debating, do I cut? I think I'm going to cut a little bit of that off too. Actually, no. You know what? I'm going to leave it because I just had an idea. How long are these? So yeah, we are just going to play. I am going to take a little bit off of these so they're more like 8 inches tall. Okay. Do that with all of them. Ooh, we're just gonna have a fun little playtime. Right, I'm gonna cut a couple of these down. I don't think I'm gonna take the whole thing. I think I'll just cut a couple to play with. Oh, darn it. That was a little close. I just love it when you slip. Well, not really, I don't, but. I'm gonna take just a tiny bit here. That. Alright. Alright. Oh, some of my stuff's falling. I have a big stack of fussy cut stuff over here that I got out in case we want to use some of that. All right, so now that we got that kind of done, all right, those, and then I think we're gonna use one of these in the paper form. And then we're going to probably use a little bit of these. I'll try one of those. And this is the digital that she was talking about in her letter. I went ahead and went in her shop to make sure I knew what I was talking about. And then I'm only gonna get one of these sheets out. We'll play with one for now. And then I really wanna play with these too. So we gotta decide which one we're gonna play with. I think I want the iris one for sure. And I was gonna pull out one of these smaller ones. And then I've got an array of just like some different tags and stuff like that. And I think we're gonna play with some Lorna papers too. Probably the wallpaper stuff and just what I have printed now. We have some little ladies up here front. Not sure what color we're going for here. pull out some of those. Ugh. We brought in something, and I don't know what it, like what fruit it was, but I got a couple of fruit flies flying around. I'm not a happy camper over that whole bit. It's like I'm missing a dog. I will say the dogs are loving being more out here because there's more room for them just to like lay down and hang with mom for a while. Oh, there's the third one. This girl must have, I think she's the one that went into the bathroom. I don't know, turquoise is like screaming at me, so I think we'll probably end up using some of this and some of that. And oh, there's tea time. Some of Lorna's things here. Oh, and I don't know if I ever told you guys that, but I did print some on sticker sheet. Could probably do that too. Let me just look at this other folder. I have like several folders of Lorna's. And this is, it just happens to be the one that's handy. I made a fairy journal last year, so that's where some of this is coming from. All right, I'm feeling turquoisey and teals. So I think, like I said, I brought all kinds of like envelopes and tags and whatnot. Oh, and I was going to use some of Dawn's dictionary page. And I don't have any, like, specific anything in mind, per se. As far as, like, what we're crafting, it's just kind of, we're going to craft on the fly and kind of just see where it takes us. Though, I will say I need a glue book. And there it is. I was like, I know I brought it out because it was on that big mess of desk of the picture I showed you. But oh, and I've lost one of my ink daubers. That's gonna be fun. And I don't even know if the ink pad that I have down here, if it's like the most current one. So all the joys, right? Okay. I have an idea, but it's just a loose idea at the moment. So first, this was one of them. Now what did I do with, there it is, hold on. One fine day, we'll have all of this stuff all organized. And it'll all just be like to hand, huh? Won't that be cool? Okay, where's the other one? There it is. So the hinges won't quite be the same, but make a hinge something or other that'll end up going in a journal on a page, like so. Just assume this is a journal page. It'll just slip on there and then it'll flip out. These little sacks along. Oh, and I was gonna remind you guys, now's about the time that Hobby Lobby ends up running their clearances on like little sacks and that sort of thing. Like last year I got these for 50 cents. They just start clearing them out. So keep an eye out. Oh, these are not quite the right ones. All right, well, shoot. They're still cute, but not quite what I wanted. All right, give me 2 seconds and I'm gonna go grab some. Okay, well, I still didn't find the exact ones I wanted, but I grabbed a couple of little things here because I think those would be about right. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this side pretty much alone. If we do anything, it'll be something like little down here. So I'm gonna decorate the inside here. And then we'll decorate the background. Is this subtle enough? Oh, and I did get my cups in. That is one thing I did put up to see if it works, and I got the baskets in today, so. I'm hoping this is the right. Ink pad. I don't think that it is, but I don't know why I'm inking the bottom either. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be able to take my hair out of the craft. That would be a good idea. I'm gonna be able to do pretty much anything, like any kind of pressures or whatever on the table, because the camera isn't hooked up to the table anymore, so it shouldn't matter how much pressure I put on things. Gosh darn it. Good thing that bag's gonna cover there, huh? I'm just kind of feeling like doing things a little bit backwards from what I would normally do. We'll see. Normally I would do that the other direction, right? I don't know, I'm just feeling just a tiny bit. Going in a different direction a little bit. I don't know if that makes any sense, but normally I'd probably like line that up with the other side, but I'm just, like I said, I'm kind of feeling like we should just not, right? I don't know. It may be one of those things we end up not liking, huh? Okay, so I'm going to keep this side pretty flat. Whatever we put on this one on the sack, which I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. I'm going to keep it pretty flat and only use like decor pieces, or like flat, you know what I'm trying to say, at least I hope you do. let's figure out what we want to do on this. Because I'm thinking that one of these little guys is going to fit down in there, and so it does. Okay. Just going to look to see if we had some of those fairies that I could like fussy cut out. See if I had any fussy cut out. I don't have very many of these printed up anymore. It seems like I might need to remedy that, huh? Kind of thinking I like that one or that. I like that one. That's the one for me. This and kind of tear around the edges, kind of fussy tear. Piece too. Sorry, I got really quiet there for a second. That's what happens when you start focusing, I guess. Okay, like that. Okay, I need something lighter to draw her out. I'm looking forward to it. Tomorrow I gotta go into the trucking company office and start year-end tax season, you know. Okay. You know it, the cats are like full of vinegar tonight. Do you hear her running all over? Sometimes I've been rethinking this whole move because, like I said, you guys are going to end up hearing all the animals. Okay. Okay, what else do we need? We need a word. And I'm wondering, there it is. It is. I guess my porch prince is gonna make an entrance today or tonight too. Got there. What is that little girl's telling us? Dream. Wild. That's what she's telling us. Okay, you guys are gonna have to tell me, am I too close? Am I too far away? I can bring it down closer. Okay, now we need something to make that stand out. Let's see what we got in the way of scraps over here. Yeah, I gotta figure out a better way to. Ooh, what about this? I gotta figure out a better way of. I don't really like that. Better way of putting these because they're pretty. It's pretty flimsy over here. There's a piece like that. Don't really like that either. Well, now what? I think it's something crazy. What is that? One of the other fun things that I was doing is I was digging like way down in some stuff that I haven't touched in a couple of years. And I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. I can't believe I forgot about that. Like these little things. These are some of my Rit dyed papers. There's a ton of green in there, but there's not a lot of purple. Let's just see. Too close to the dress. Maybe it is the green. Nope, purple. Okay. So it like this, like I totally forget that I have these kind of things that I've dyed because they're like on the bottom of everything. So that is what we're doing in 2022, is we're gonna start digging to the bottom of my scrap bin for all the really, really, really cool stuff. Don't actually think the kids are too happy with me tonight because I'm making them eat leftovers. It's like, you know, guys, I've cooked like a lot of nights in a row here. Mom needs a break. I mean, if you'd like to cook, by all means, go right ahead, but. Yeah, yep, that kind of tones it down just a tad. Oh, yep, I like that. Okay. Okay, since this sticks up just a little bit in there, I'm gonna put one of those really tiny ones that Amy got me. The little bitty guys, the field notes. There's the cute little toadstool there. I'm moving very fast. Go ahead and ink around these edges. Just get some of the white out of there from the cut marks. Okay. Oh, super cute. Okay. Actually thinking, what if we did a second color? Walnut stain. Let's see if we can darken all that up. Well, apparently we're doing grungy. Who knew? I haven't done grungy in a while, huh? I like that. I like them. Like that side. Now let's see. We said something small, right here, but I don't mean this small. And I was thinking maybe something brighter. Some of Tina's fussy cut flowers. Yep, like that. Okay. We're gonna grungy it up a little bit. And then I'm thinking some vintage lace on the side. And before we put any laces on, we'll go ahead and put the ink around the edge on this side too. I really like how that walnut stain really kind of set everything off. Really framed it in nice. Okay, let's see what we got for scraps over here. I was thinking something more natural. Like this. want the nature-y type theme. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Which was right side up. I think it's this way. The original way I had it. Anyhow. That one. Oh, I love that. So stinking cute. Now do we make another one to match it? I think so, because like a whole like page idea is coming to me, and we're gonna make it very similar. Since this one kind of opens up the other direction. Okay, so let's find a little flower that works on this one. Remember I said similar, not the same, but similar. Smaller. That's pretty sad. I was like, that was painful. I don't know if you guys could see that on the camera, but trying to put that lid back on my glue. So, anywho, did I ask you earlier how you guys were doing? I hope well. I'm gonna have to, I had to call a well servicing place. I'm pretty sure the pressure tanks went out for the rentals. I mean, they still have water, so it's just not as powerful as one would like it to be. So that said, I'm 90% sure it's the pressure tanks. So in and of itself, pressure tanks themselves, I mean, they're spendy, but they're not going to break the bank. What's going to break the bank is the installation. Those of you that have been with me for a while know that we redid ours a couple of years ago. And we had them do a little bit more than necessary. Like we had them do some shut-offs and stuff like that, which needed to happen, but it was like we didn't need to do it right then, so to speak. That was like $3,500. So I don't know. I mean, prices have just gone up since then, so I don't know. He's coming out tomorrow, thank goodness. He had some time, which is totally weird, because I was like, it's not really an emergency, so I don't need to pay emergency prices, so to speak. But the downside is that if it wasn't soon, then I would have to take off like a whole other day of work, and I mean, not that I totally mind, taking a day off of work, but that might, you know, might compromise other people's schedules and whatnot at work. So, well, I don't mind doing that. It might not be like the best thing. Thinking, I was gonna do this. This is really like delicate old paper, Dawn. Again, I think you told me when, but again, I didn't look at the letter to recall when or where. Sacks. I mean, I guess we wouldn't necessarily have to, but I don't know if I have anything small enough with me to fit that. So we'll just keep in the same, because I'm thinking that these are going to be center, like for a center page. Does that make sense? Apparently, I've decided just like now in the creation that we're doing a fairy journal here soon. I don't know, it's been a hot minute since I did anything fairy or dragonfly related for that matter. You know, we could do more of a purpley one on this one. Or blue. Do the aster one. I'm gonna have to reprint this kit tonight if we're gonna get serious about this whole fairy thing, which I'm never not serious about making a fairy journal. All right. I don't even know if I showed the one I made last year, because I think that was for a friend, if I remember correctly. I think I made it for somebody else. I was kind of almost wondering if we should do like dramatic, more of a color. or if I should take some of the, almost drowns it out too much, huh? Almost too much. Looks like I probably need to print out some more wallpaper too, huh? Too busy. Too busy. I kind of like that. Let's do this one. I mean, technically, we could almost do an altered book with that, huh? Sorry, I'm kind of thinking ahead. Like, if we're gonna do a fairy journal, we could do another altered book. I need to go in and have my eyes checked. That was also painful again. How much more I need to take off? That's why I didn't worry too much about that other piece. We are almost finished up with 2 pieces of ephemera. Maybe we are just gonna build some fairy stuff. I'm kind of just feeling it. I think we're just gonna keep going in this vein for the next couple of videos. I am still gonna use Lorna's winter kit. I still have to print it. And I'm actually wondering if we can do both of these, like the fairy and the winter. Mix it up a little bit, huh? Maybe. Stay tuned, that might actually happen. No, these are more summer, I think. All right, so let's make sure that this little card fits. Perfect. Something little, these. In these tiny toadstools. But boy, are they little, huh? Oh. So stinking cute. Just peeking up there. Okay, so let's pick our word too. She's not really mysterious, but maybe she's magical. I was also thinking it might be kind of fun to go and do a journal that has nothing but like things you can cut out of magazines and or does that make sense? Like that's all you can do. I still think the purple's like the best one for this particular area. Like only out of books, magazines, that sort of thing, like no digitals. I don't know if I can do it, but I thought it would be cool to try because I'm rather fond of my digitals. And I will say that there is absolutely nothing wrong with either way of creating. I've done both. I like both. I will say though, I am partial to my digitals. For one, well, several reasons, obviously. I mean, I like to support my friends, one. Two, I like if I find a favorite digital, I can print it over and over and over and over again. Like, well, for instance, this sheet of paper here, I've printed that like 7 or 8 times. And you can't just find that sheet just anywhere, right? Like, so that's why I like digitals the most. I think that's probably my most favoriteest thing about digitals is how often you can reprint them. That's not saying I don't like scrapbook paper too, because I do. But as far as like versatility, I guess, maybe cost effectiveness, for me, I like the digis the most. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh, we need a lace. Let's do it with the same lace as the other side. And then I'll kind of show you what I'm thinking. So again, we might end up building how we did with Took stuff, is we might end up just building an entire set of journal pages and then just inserting them when we get there. But then I said something about an altered book, huh? I don't know, I guess that's gonna be step 1 to figure out, huh? I don't know if I have a piece of paper right here, handy to show you. Okay, so this is a little bit smaller, but you'll get the concept. Okay, so assuming that's a journal page, and you would put this one on this side, and this one like on this side, and then since it'll be bigger, we could add like some pockets or like another little sack or something in there. I'm thinking that might be the direction we go, but I want to make some more ephemera first before we start building anything. So yeah. All right, guys, thanks for joining me with this little fun playtime. And thank you again, ladies, for getting me these really cool supplies. So I will talk to you soon. Bye.